Oh, let me have some Doritos, let me have some popcorn. Hello, it's Fit and Celeb, and welcome back to my channel. I'm thankful that you have tuned in again. And if this is your first time, welcome here. So basically, I am just recording my prep using the ketogenic, low carb, carnivore, ketovore style of eating. And to be honest, it has been amazing so far. This is 2 weeks in, 2 weeks strict or adhering to my plan, and it's been a good experience. It's been very positive as compared to the time past. So in today's video, I'm just going to give you, first of all, like I always do, a summary of my week. If you're a lady here, you know what the Shark Week does to us. So this week I was supposed to experience my Shark Week, but it got delayed a little bit. But that doesn't mean that the hormonal impact didn't take place. But for summary, at the end of the week, at my check-in, I did not lose anything. I did not gain anything. So I weighed in previously some 6.5, and in the check-in, I weighed in also at some 6.5 kilograms, for which I am not phased. I am not worried because I knew that this time around I followed the script, and my hormone took advantage of everything, in the sense that my body held on to what it wants to hold on to: bloating, water, etc. But what I'm happy about this time is that I did not give into the temptation of, oh, I'm in discomfort, I'm in pain, oh, let me have some Doritos, let me have some popcorn just to forget about the pain and be comfortable. No, this time around, it was a completely different ball game. And it feels like I have mastered the art of, knowing my body and knowing how to respond to whatever shenanigans it brings up. Yeah. So on average, my steps was 10,338 steps. My average fluid was 3,673 steps. And my calorie was averaging per day 1,709 calories. For which, if this was a normal week without any hormonal influence, we would have seen a weight drop. And I'll go through the week for you to see what happened and how things changed. So for the most part, 100% I maintained the keto diet, and I did my protein sparing modified fast, I think 2 times out of the week. So I achieved my goal for the week. Okay. So starting on Sunday, like I said, my weight was 76.5 kilograms. I maintained basically intermittent fasting all through. I had a minimum of 10 hours fast for just one day, but on the average, I fast like 14 to 24 hours intermittent fasting. Okay, so between Sunday and Monday, no, Sunday and Tuesday up to Wednesday, my weight went down from 76.5 on Sunday to 75.3 on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, this is TMI for us ladies. On Wednesday, I spotted a brown substance from my canal, and that was a signal. The period was supposed to come the next day, but I think it got delayed because I did a dry fasting on Monday, 24 hours dry fasting. So this has brought in a new knowledge for me. So the week preceding, like the days preceding my period, I'm not going to do dry fast. I might try water fasting and see how that feels like next time, but I won't do dry fasting. But during the period itself, I can attempt prolonged fasting anyhow, because I think that is the major influence, because my period was supposed to come on that Wednesday when it's spotted, but it didn't. It pushed on until Saturday. So on Thursday, I'm going to post the charts that I use in checking my daily statistics. On Thursday, my weight was the same thing as Wednesday, so my body began to keep. And then on Friday, my weight went up to 75.7. On Saturday, my weight went up to 75.9. And then on my check-in day, which was Sunday, my weight went up to 76.5 kilograms. So you can see that at the beginning of the week, I was making progress with the diet. And then when the hormonal influence came in, things began to peak. This is totally expected. I don't know, I'm very hormonal. I get easily controlled. My body get easily controlled by my hormones. Okay. But I'm so glad, like I said earlier, that I am able to control, my intake. Or like I'm craving chocolate, craving sweets. I no longer crave all those things. Like it didn't exist for me in this period or time frame. Yeah, so I am basically grateful for this week because this has not been my experience before. Um, in the time past, it would be like I was possessed. I would just go and indulge. Like I wouldn't give a care about anything. I was like, I'll continue when I finish my period. But this was so different. The self control, like I wasn't even trying too hard. I find myself in the presence of carbohydrates and I'm not even tempted. Oh, let me have a taste. Oh, let me nothing like that. I feel like the mindset I'm using this period is completely different. I mean, I'm not in like super deep ketosis, just like ketosis, 0. Even what is not considered as not ketosis, because I measure my ketone levels every morning. The wake up ketone level is like zero point 0.3, but then during later part of the day, it begins to rise as the fat keeps breaking down. So maximum for this week, as you can see from the chart, is like zero point 0.3 millimoles upon waking. But by the rest, as the day goes by, when I recheck, I realize that my keto has gone up to 1.3, 0.8, 0.9. So I don't know if that is influenced by the things that I ate, or maybe because I've done a low intensity steady state cardio and fat has broken down. But anywho, it's just for you to see that the even my ketone level were not that massively like high for me to be able to exercise self-control, without trying extra hard. Before I used to try extra hard. Now I feel like I can prepare a feast, a carbohydrate based feast, lots of it, and I won't be like moved to want to, let me have a taste or let me go out of my diet and things like that. Yeah. So this week for me, it is success, 100% successful for me. Um, Meanwhile, my waist, when I measured, it went down by 1 centimeter. Although in my chest area, it increased. I suppose that's where the bloating went to my chest area and my hip area. So I think that should be expected. Being a woman, those are the places that I may have stored those, um, bloating or hormonal influence, whatever. Yeah, but anyhow, I'm grateful for what this week turned out to be. I'm going to continue my plan for the following week. Still weight training 4 to 5 times a week with my functional day included as well. Cardio, um, let's say 60 minutes a day, maybe 30 in the morning, 30 in the evening, depending on which day, but minimum of 30 minutes a day. Fasted cardio always. I'm going to keep that in my diary. Fasted cardio always. Okay, I just love it. When I wake up in the morning, I have energy. So why do I have to eat before I do my cardio? So why don't you use the energy? Energy is provided for it to be utilized. So why don't you just utilize it and get something done, get some steps in before you start chopping food into your mouth? Yeah. So that is my video for today. The following week, I think we're going to see some changes. I'm projecting that I'm going to see some downward trend on the scale. So although my period began on Saturday, I still expect my weight to keep climbing because as the day progresses, it gets more intense, and then my body then once the hormones come down, my body then let go of all the retention it's been keeping. So by next week, we should be seeing an awesome result. That is it for today. Thank you for tuning in. And like always, I'm going to post the before and after picture for the check-in, comparing last week to today at the end of this video. Take care. Bye.